All right. I've got an incredibly ambitious experiment. I'm going to see if I can use artificial intelligence inside of Coda, along with this YouTube Studio Pack, to automatically increase the number of views my struggling videos are getting. So I'm going to have this artificial intelligence automatically generate different titles for my YouTube videos, automatically generate different descriptions for my videos, apply them with the pack on a certain cadence. And I'm going to see if I can not touch this dock at all, not put any effort into my YouTube channel, and see if it will increase in its number of views. I'm going to show you behind the scenes of kind of how this is built and how I'm approaching this and kind of how artificial intelligence in Coda works in general. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to kind of bring you in on the background on this. I usually kind of show you some templates as they are, but now I'm going to show you kind of the thinking process of how I'm creating this AI editor, right? So my end goal is to increase my YouTube views. I want more people to watch my videos, but I honestly don't have the time to actually, always be looking at stats, be updating things. So I'm going to try to see if I can use Coda and artificial intelligence to automatically increase the number of views my videos get. So here's what I'm thinking so far. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm pulling in data on my YouTube videos with the YouTube Studio Pack. If I go to Packs and Insert, see there's this pack called the YouTube Studio. It's got all this different information that you can bring in, like channel stats, individual video stats, but right now I'm just using this video table. So you grab it and you drag it into your dock, and it actually pulls in all of this metadata on your different videos. It's just got an insane amount of data, right? How long the video is, and then you've got average views per days, comments, average view duration, average view percentage, subscribers saying, cards clicked, and estimated binge watch, right? Just tons of different things. But I have some views that are doing really well, right? I've got these right here. So I'm going to sort this descending. Got these ones that are doing well, right? Average views per day, 18, 23, 3,000 views total. It's good for me right now. But there's some that are really struggling, right? So I'm going to go ascending, and those are these ones. They are not doing well. I want them to do better. Let's see if we can make AI do that for me automatically. So here's what I'm thinking so far. I'm thinking to give some instructions to the AI and kind of use Coda's sliders and pieces like that for it. So first, I'm just giving it some instructions. Hey, apply it to only certain videos, right? Those with under 5 views per day on average. Have the assistant apply new, I'm going to say information. I think I'm going to do descriptions and titles at the same time. After, and then this is kind of adjustable. So if I notice after a while, it needs to adjust more often, I can do that. But let's start it with 14 days. And then I define progress, because eventually I want to say, hey, this video has hit a certain progress level. Therefore, it has a good description and title. Stop improving it. Just leave it as be. So right now, I'm defining that as an increase of 10%, but that is adjustable. Views in a day, and start improving my videos on a certain day. So I've got all these struggling videos, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use AI and this update description button to update my video. So what I've done with AI here is Coda AI is incredible, and I'm just loving what it can do. But this is, these little 3 stars say, hey, this is an AI column, edit assistant, right? So if I pop this down, it's an AI generated description. We can wrap text. And I'm able to kind of just use Coda and these different building blocks to change these descriptions. So for example, I can say, hey, make this actually 3 paragraphs instead. That will rerun. And I can make this, hey, instead of confident, make this enthusiastic. That's fun. So I also like how I can just like quickly change those pieces, but I can also, if I like 2 paragraphs in sarcastic, but I didn't like the specific output it gave, I can just rerun that as well. So this is kind of the AI part of my doc. I gave it a prompt. What I love about prompts in Coda, which you can't really do with ChatGPT or other kind of AI platforms, is you can run it over an entire table. So I get to reference these dynamic pieces of data. So this is saying, hey, here's your prompt, but then it's giving it a slightly different prompt per row because it's referencing the current row's video title, the current row's what the video is about, and the current row's tone and length. So essentially I'm going to have AI generate all these specific descriptions for this video unwrap text. And then use this button in the pack. So Coda has these buttons, and I'm using one called update description. And I'm going to pass it this value of an AI generated description. So, hey, if this button gets pressed, update the description of this specific video in the specific row. But disable it if, right? So don't press this button at all if the average views per day are greater than the average views. So that's kind of what I'm doing. But now I need to set this on autopilot. And so what I'm thinking of is I want to do this every 14 days. I'm going to use an automation. Let's go ahead and put this here. And so first I need to define, I'm going to define the days on which I want my assistant to actually go ahead and update the description or the title. And I'm going to say sequence from date, description, date. Yep. Okay. Dot to date. And then I'm going to say, hey, do it to, let's do the end of the year. End of month, the date time. Date is 12. No, year is 2023. 12 and day 1. Great. 0. All right, so that should give me, so sequence, what sequence does is it gives you a list of numbers. Now I'm going to turn this list of numbers into dot filter for where, nope, not filter, for each. So I'm saying, hey, for each item in this big old list of numbers, take the current item in the list and transform it to a date. So now I've got a list of dates. I'm going to add one more parameter to sequence. So if I go inside my sequence, there's a second parameter. Instead of counting by 1, I'm going to count by description, apply afterwards. So you'll notice that this is pink. That's pink. It says, hey, I'm referencing that part of your document. So now I've got a list of days that sequence over the next 14 days. And so I'm going to say update on these days. Perfect. All right. So I wanted to update on those days. Now I'm going to run an automation to actually press that. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to run a rule that's triggered every day, but that rule will only continue if today is in, and I can reference what I just wrote here, and that's, I think I called it update. Yeah. Then what do I want it to do? I want it to push buttons. The button I want it to push is on the video table, update description. Great. Update descriptions automatically. All right. So we're going to, yeah, we'll turn that on. That's going to update descriptions automatically. The last thing I want to do is do it with titles. So here we go. I'm going to show you how kind of AI works and how it can update these titles. So let's go insert column afterwards. I'm going to say AI generated title. What we're going to do is we're going to say, give it a prompt. So I'm going to add an assistant to this column. And now we can give it a prompt. I'm going to say, you are an expert YouTube title generator. You generate YouTube titles that are catchy and cause interest and make people want to click. Instructions. Generate 10 new titles for a video with the following information. Current title, and this is how you reference current information. You're going to say at video title. So that's going to reference the current video title. And then I'm going to say video is about. I say at video is about VIDO. Why isn't that working? Video is about. There we go. And then I'm going to say include only the video title with no quotes and output each example with a line break in between. Let's see what it does. Fill. With no quotes. Wait, no, cancel. I don't like what it did there. Let's see what it did. All right. 10 ways to supercharge your audience growth with ConvertKit. Okay. We've got 10 new example video titles. I'm going to try to strip the numbers, tell it to give no numbers. Don't include any numbers either. Just the title name. And then I'm going to change that to no quotes. Let's do that. All right, there we go. Look at that. It's outputting that. It's kind of being a little quirky. It's got numbers there and it's got bullet points there. Okay, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one more column and I'm going to say insert after is equal to AI example. Ooh, actually, no. We're going to say update. Ooh, let's first turn these into a list. So Coda can't like update all these at once. But let's say this is going to be AI generated title dot split. So hey, turn what used to be text into a list of information. Split on the line break. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Now I've got each one as a new value in a list and equal to dot for each of those items. Take the current value and I'm going to try to strip that. Yay, it worked. Strip that little bullet point. And now I'm going to say random item from there. Woohoo! So what random item is pull a random item from there, right? So now it's going to pull one random item from there. And it's going to update right now. It has an extra parameter called update continuously. Let's say true. So that means every single time this updates, it's going to just give a completely new data set, right? So how to build your email list. So this is the chosen title. I don't like that those are on there, but that's okay. All right, now the last thing we need for our AI assistant to update both descriptions and titles automatically is a insert after column type button, and we're going to say update title. Select action. We're going to go down to packs and say YouTube Studio update title. Now I get to define what the title will be in the video ID. Perfecto. New title is going to be equal to chosen title. And we're going to disable this button. Hey, don't update the title of my video if the average views per day is greater than average views. What average views is it's this slider, the one that I've chosen up here. So perfect. So we're going to call this update title. Last thing we need to do is go into our automations, update descriptions and titles. So run actions, push buttons, push that button, and push update title too. Great. All right. So now we have a completely, theoretically, automated system that is going to, every single 14 days, it's going to take any videos with under 5 views. It's going to automatically generate via artificial intelligence a new title and a new description, and it's going to actually apply that to my video. It then is going to track, right, because we have the average where it started at. It's going to track if we are increasing in views per day, and then it's going to stop updating it. So I think this is fully automated. I'll film another video after probably a couple months to see how this works, but hope to bring you guys along this journey and see what AI can do for my YouTube channel. Peace out.